This is our first chapter of Introduction to Trigonometry. Trigonometry is made up of basically three words: trigonometron. Tri means tree, gon means sides, metron means measure. That means in trigonometry we have to study the relationship between the sides of a triangle, because triangle has three sides. So here we have to study the relationship between sides of a triangle. But besides sides, we have to study the angles also. That means in trigonometry we have to study the relationship between sides and angles of a triangle. First of all, we would like to study the relationship between sides and angles of a right angle triangle. Let's suppose we have a right angle triangle ABC, right angle at B, right angled at B. So in this right angle triangle, if we take the angle C, acute angle C, then now we are going to define some trigonometrical ratios with respect to this angle C. So to define those trigonometrical ratios, at first we should see in this right angle triangle what is called hypotenuse, perpendicular and base. In this right angle triangle, with respect to this angle C, this side AB is called perpendicular. And this side AC is called hypotenuse. And this side BC is called base. In short form, let's write perpendicular AB as P, hypotenuse AC as H, and base BC as small letter b. Now we are going to define some trigonometrical ratios with respect to this angle C. First is sine C. Sine C means sine of the angle C. This is the abbreviation of sine of angle C. So sine of angle C is defined as perpendicular by hypotenuse. Cos C is defined as base by hypotenuse. Tan C is defined as perpendicular by base. So these are the three main trigonometrical ratios with respect to the angle C. On the basis of these three trigonometrical ratios, we can derive three more trigonometrical ratios. They are cosec C. Cosec C is the reciprocal of sine. So cosec C is 1 by sine C. That means sine C is P by H. So cosec C will be H by P. Now sec C is the reciprocal of cos C. So this will be equal to H by B. This is hypotenuse by base. Similarly, we can write cot C, which is reciprocal of tan C, is equal to B by P, base by perpendicular. So these trigonometrical ratios are defined like this. On the basis of these definitions, we are going to do lots of applications of trigonometry. To proceed further with the applications, at first we have to learn this formulae. The easiest way to learn this formulae is some people have curly brown hair turn permanently black. So in order to learn these formulas, we have to learn only one sentence. This is, some people have curly brown hair turned permanently black. What does it mean? It means that in place of some, that means this is S. Some starts from the letter S, and here this is sign. Sign also starts with the letter S. So here we can learn like this. Some, as some people, P for people, P for perpendicular. Some people have, hypotenuse, H for hypotenuse, H for have. Some people have curly, C for cos, C for curly. Curly brown, B for brown, B for base. Brown hair, H for hair and H for hypotenuse. Turn, T, from T we can have both the words turn and tan. So turn permanently black, PB. So we have to learn only this sentence. Some people have curly brown hair turned permanently black. So if we learn this sentence, we can easily learn these trigonometrical ratios. Now let's do some simple examples which are based on this formulae, on these definitions. Let's take one example. In angle ABC, right angled at B. Here the side AB is given as 24 centimeter. BC is given as 7 centimeter, and we have to determine number 1, sine A, cos A. Secondly, we have to determine sine C, cos C. Now the solution would be something like this. At first we have to draw the right angle triangle ABC. Let's draw this right angle triangle which is right angled at B. Here, right angled at B. Let's suppose this is A, this is C. So here we have to find at first sine A. So if we take the angle A as the acute angle, and if we write all the trigonometrical ratios with respect to this angle, then BC will be perpendicular, AB will be base, and AC will be hypotenuse. So the definition of sine A is, as for sines, as for some people have, that means P by H, and this is equal to what? We are already given AB is 24 centimeter. That means AB is base. Base is 24 centimeter. And BC is the perpendicular. BC is given as 7 centimeter. H is not given. So at first we have to find H. To find H, we can easily use Pythagoras theorem, because we have already done in our previous chapters how to calculate the length of a right angle triangle with the help of Pythagoras theorem. So in the right angle triangle, using Pythagoras theorem, we get hypotenuse square is equal to base square is AB, and perpendicular square, perpendicular is BC. So this is the formula of Pythagoras theorem. So here we are already given AB is 24, so 24 square plus BC is 7 square. So after simple calculations, the value will be, here 24 square is 576 and 7 square is 49. So the value is 625. So it implies our AC is 25. That means AC is hypotenuse. Hypotenuse we get the value as 25. Now sine A. Sine A is P by A. Some people have. So P is equal to 7 and H is equal to 25. So this is our sine A. Now we have to determine also cos A. And cos A is this curly brown hair, B by H. Some people have curly brown hair. So B is 24 and H is 25. And thirdly, we have to calculate only sine A and cos A. Okay. Secondly, we have to calculate sine C and cos C. So sine C and cos C, let's see how we can calculate sine C and cos C. Here we are drawing the same triangle that we have drawn before. Here we have already found the length of the sides. This is, and now we have to calculate. Now we have to calculate sine C cos C. That means we have to define. We have to define the trigonometrical ratios with respect to the angle C now. So our equate angle is now C. So with respect to this C angle, AB is our perpendicular P, and BC will be our base, and AC will be our hypotenuse. And value we have already found. H is equal to 25. Base, this value BC is 7 and BC is 7 and AB is 24. AB is 24. We have already found these values. AB and BC are already given, and with the help of Pythagoras theorem, we have calculated the length of the side AC. So now we have to determine sine C. Sine C, that is, some people have P by H, and here P is 24 and H is 25. So sine C is 24 by 25. Now we have to determine cos C also. So, and cos C, that means curly brown hair, and B is here 7 and H is 25. That means cos C is 7 by 25. So we have determined our answer. We have found our answer. Answer is, at first we had to determine sine A cos A. Sine A is 7 by 25, cos A is 24 by 25, and sine C. Sine C is 24 by 25 and cos C is 7 by 25. So this is our first problem and we have solved it. Thank you.